Hello, everybody. What's going on? And welcome to another episode of At Least You Know Comedy Show. Today in the studio, we have the great and powerful and beautiful and talented and bad mama jamma, Gennifer Willis in the house. What's going on, baby girl?
Hey. I thought you were describing Ethan.
Also, I thought you turned into Joe Rogan when you said great and powerful. I was like...
Also very beautiful and very talented.
That's
powerful.
Right. Damn straight.
I mean, I am a boss-ass bitch.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we get started, I got a message for your daughters. Because you said something the other day to me about how your daughters think you're a lame ass. And they're like, Mom,
they have no idea why everybody thinks I'm so cool.
How old are your daughters?
I have a 16 and 13-year-old.
Okay.
And they literally are like, why do people want to hang out with you? Why do young people follow you on Instagram? Like,
I'm going to tell you
why do these young guys want to date you? Like, you could look good if you wanted to. Maybe you should get yourself in the gym and, like, fix that pancake ass. Those are my children.
So you raise savages. Okay.
These girls are savages,
I'm going to tell you why people love Gennifer. Because in this world, there's a lot of fake-ass people. And Gennifer is a genuine... Gennifer.
Gennifer with a G. Let's get that. Gennifer with a G.
Genuine Gennifer.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. She's a real motherfucker. And there's not a whole lot of those in the world. And especially when you get to our age, where like we have, 3 friends that we talk to every day?
3?
And if it's, maybe 2.
Straight.
2 of them are the fiancés.
That's a big number.
Oh, you're including the
big
fiancés.
number.
Exactly. It's sad.
Oh, well, then
hey,
2.
it's better
Definitely
to keep your
2.
circle small.
Yeah.
Less drama. I mean, I sat at home all weekend looking homeless.
I mean...
I'm serious.
All I did was go to a
Netflix
pumpkin
with
patch.
my kid, my dog, and White Claws.
All I did was go to a pumpkin patch, so don't feel bad.
I don't even remember what the
How
fuck I did this
festive.
weekend.
But anyway, what I was saying is Jennifer's a real person, and you don't get that a lot, especially in 2020. Jesus Christ, there's so many fake bullshit people out there, and she's awesome. And I'm really excited to have her on the podcast. I'm really, really excited to hear some stories and tell some stories. Ethan reminded me of a story. I'll get this out of the way, and then we'll get started. So I was working at Walmart Pharmacy in Columbia, right? And this woman comes in, and she's got to be 60 years old, but she's cute, right? She looks good, and she's got like a rockin' body, and I'm like, okay, G-MILF, whatever. So she comes walking over, and she's like, and she like grabs onto the pharmacy counter and goes, onions, and falls down on the ground. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? She was having an allergic reaction because she walked by onions.
So before she went out, she let you know why she went out.
Yeah,
the onions.
Onions.
She
I
walked by
fucking screamed. In the moment, I was like, oh my God, what do I do? And I'm like thinking like first responder. I don't know CPR. I can dial 911.
You're in a pharmacy. Did you not have an EpiPen?
Fuck no, I didn't have shit. So
I mean, like, my kid has a peanut and tree nut allergy. EpiPen.
have you not seen how much EpiPens cost? I'm just saying.
But you were in the pharmacy.
Yeah, they're trying
I mean,
to
you
make
could have
money.
been a local hero
Yeah,
saving somebody's life.
they'd have charged your ass for using it.
$600 for saving
Yeah.
this woman's life. And she would have been like, I don't know you, motherfucker. So anyway,
So you were going to tell my kids what?
I was going to tell you kids that you're awesome. That's the reason people like you, because you're genuine.
Yeah.
Because people need someone like you in their life to keep them in check. Like when you're fucking up and all your friends are like, yeah, man, you're doing great. You got a Gennifer to come along and be like, dude, what the fuck are you doing with your life? That's that's what people like us need.
Well, a lot of
Especially
people,
on this show.
People like her, people like Tom.
Yes.
a lot of people
Like-
are chameleons, though. And so it's like, I just pride myself on, I'm the same person with whoever I meet.
Right.
And, you know, a lot of people, the first time they meet me, I'm very blunt.
Mm-hmm.
And especially out here, I've been in Tennessee for 10 years now. And they're like, well, you're definitely not from here. And I'm like, oh, I don't look like a Southern belle to you. I'm sorry. And I walk away.
She's from, what is it, Muskegon, Michigan?
Yeah, Muskegon, Michigan.
What the hell brought you to Tennessee?
Well, my ex-husband.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I got
He
you.
worked for Marriott Hotels. We came down here after my daughter was born. And honestly, after living here, even after the divorce, Michigan winters suck. I know you want to go back
Yeah.
there, but...
I'm a hot-natured person.
no,
What do you want from me?
I'll never move back there. I'll go to the beach.
Well, you know Michigan has beaches, right? She just got pissed.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's already done pissed me off because, you know, I had a hat on and my cute hair, and now I've hat head.
Okay, so she's mad at me because I made her wear headphones so she could hear us talking. But I didn't know she was going to show up wearing Kung Lao from Mortal Kombat's hat. Or Farmer Jack.
Fucking Indiana Jones.
Or Indiana Jones, yeah.
It's called Style Boys.
It's called fashion.
We don't have that
up.
shit here. We don't do that.
Dude, I buy my clothes at Walmart. Fuck off.
Hey,
This is dressing
Walmart,
up for me.
Walmart has some good pieces.
Shout out to Stanley.
They got some nice gray and black T-shirts.
Yeah. That's men's fashion.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you moved to Tennessee about 10 years ago, right? You've lived Middle Tennessee the whole time? Have you just kind of stayed in the same place, or?
Yeah, I lived in Spring Hill for, let's see.
I'm so sorry.
Jesus, yeah. My condolences.
I hated it. Almost 6
Fuck that
years.
place.
When I got
Ugh.
divorced, I moved out here for a quieter life. Flew under the radar. Was always a stay-at-home mom. I got married at 18. Started having babies at 19. And so while everybody was out being wild, I was at home breastfeeding. So is what it is. I moved out here to have just honestly a quieter life. Got a not so mini pig. She was very little when we moved out here. She's 300 pounds now.
Did you know that it was going to get that big?
No,
or
they
was it
told
just
us
like,
up to 25 pounds.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
And not only that, I got sold a hog. So
and
now
who's fucking math?
I drove 5 hours to get this specialty pig to pay $300 for when I could have bought a damn hog here for $30.
Yeah.
Shit, you could have picked one up on the side of the road. Fuck.
So,
Christ.
we had chickens and a pig and a shit show, and I was like, Green Acres. Like, my friends were like, okay, you moving out to Lewisburg. I lived on Hunter's Run over there on 3 acres and had chickens in my garden, and I was like the PTO mom. I bake and cook and, fuck my man every night. And, like, that was my life,
Wow.
and I loved it. That's what I've always aspired to be. But I called off that wedding. Back up. I got divorced, met somebody, was engaged, called off that wedding. So then I had to get a real job.
So,
And
all
I
right.
have some bougie little bitches that require a certain lifestyle. So I pretty much do whatever it takes to make sure they're accommodated.
I can imagine having a 16 and a 13-year-old,
I dread
like
it.
in these times, because you see the type of shit that they post nowadays. Like, I can't wait to get my Lambo on my 16th birthday, and you're like, I'm
My
sorry,
kid
what?
asked for a Tesla
God,
for
dude.
her 16th birthday.
Oh, hell
She
no.
wants a pink Tesla.
Oh yeah, coming right up.
Right. But luckily they have grandparents that spoil them. So,
Right. That's good.
not my
God.
responsibility. But no, they're really cool. They're way cooler than I will ever be.
I can dig it.
They really are. They're some ride or die. I've raised some ride or die little
That's
girls.
awesome.
They're definitely mini-me's, but way cooler.
I can dig it. So you decided to start your own business, kind of just like out of nowhere, or was it like it came down to it, like I need to do something type situation?
Well, it's like, let's be real. I've always had style. So
Yeah.
I kind of was just like, I'm out here. My family's all in Michigan. I had nobody. So I'm responsible for my kids, for sports and school. And so I needed something that was practical, convenient, flexible. And I thought, I might as well just try to do this. I had no idea it would work out. I pulled in a friend, my friend Sarah, and somehow we're going on 3 years. I don't know how we've made it. I really don't. But, yeah, I mean, it's in this small town, there was nothing. There was nothing when I moved here. Like, you could only buy clothes at Walmart. So,
I've lived here for 20 years, and there's still nothing.
oh, there's still,
There
like,
will never be anything here.
do you know what this place is worse for, though? To be single.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
good
would
luck.
never have moved to this town single.
Nope.
Pickings are slim.
You like little dick, big truck motherfuckers, and Bobby Hill, they're here.
I only fuck with the big dicks. I may be
Good
fun
luck.
size. I may be 4'11" and a half, but honey, the bigger the better.
You're not gonna find any of those here at Least You Know Comedy Show. Hey. So you start your
I
own
got no
business.
shame.
You start your own business, and you guys are doing great. And we talked the other day a little bit about you wanting to start up some new stuff. Are you comfortable talking about that, or do you want to keep that a surprise?
I have some things in the works. I really can't divulge all of
Gotcha.
that right now. But yeah, there are some exciting things. I kind of, like I said, I was always a stay-at-home mom. That's all I ever wanted to be. I never wanted to go to college. Never wanted to really work. I kind of have a 50s mentality. I like to be home taking care of my kids and my man. That's what makes me happy.
Right.
But I'm kind of in this whole new cycle of my life where I really am realizing that I am a boss-ass bitch.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's like people were kind of saying it before, like, you can do anything. But I'm really like, wow, I really can do anything. So the sky's the limit. Maybe running for mayor in 4 years.
Yeah. Listen to this shit. Some people approached her and were like, yo.
Really?
Like, yeah.
What people?
We talked about this the other day. She's some, was it
Well,
somebody that's
I don't want to do
actually-
any like name dropping, but like somebody that's actually a pretty freaking big deal in the political world is like, really, you know what? I made a joke and said, I think I should run for mayor because I'm sorry, and I don't want to offend anybody if you're listening, but you know, mayor of Cornersville.
Watch out.
There was, I was thinking about running, and my kids honestly were like, no, you're going to embarrass us.
Tell them about the billboard. Tell them about the
Well,
billboard.
yeah, and so then I find out that 2 weeks prior was like the limit where you could sign up, you know, or put your name in.
Yeah.
So I'd have to be a write-in. So I said, hey, I could still win it. You know, I'll get a billboard, get a Star Spangled Banner bikini on, you know, salute and say, vote me as Cornersville mayor with my pig right here. And I guarantee I'll win.
I mean, do you know how many people would
They'd be
out there?
lining up at the fucking door, dude, camping out the day of.
But, you know, being a write-in is hard. I need my name on the ballot. So I actually have a lot of goals and aspirations to achieve over the next 4 years. So I think, honestly, I'm going to keep my nose clean. I'm going to meet with the right people. I'm going to get my credentials up there in the political world, and I'm going to run in 4 years for the next term. Because
That's so awesome.
Because it is a 4-year term. If it was a 2-year, I'd take it now.
Right. Yeah.
But I ain't got time for all that right now. I'm trying to make some money moves.
So, me living in Lewisburg, can I vote for mayor of Cornersville?
I
How does that
don't
work?
think you can.
don't
I think
so.
you have to live in Cornersville.
Okay. I'm going to move to Cornersville for like a weekend.
That's what I say. Like, the
Get an
population
address.
is very small. And you know what's weird? I was like, I wonder what actually the duties are. I looked it up. I mean, it's like a 8 to 5.
Really? Like you have to be in an office?
Yes, there's like this cute
Doing
little
what?
town hall. Town hall.
Town hall.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
about
that
right. A
sounds
town
right,
hall.
yeah.
A town hall, and honestly, they put your cell phone number and everything on. Like when you go to look up the information of who's the mayor or
Yeah.
assistant, everything. Your freaking cell phone number's on there. They can call you at all hours of the night, complaining
Yeah.
about everything, and you have to care.
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
care.
You gotta
I
give a
like
shit.
I like to sleep, eat, and dick. So if you interrupt any of those things, mayor is off duty.
Damn it. Damn, I forgot what the fuck I was going to say. That shit was funny. Damn it, man.
Shit.
What was I going to talk about?
Running for president.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I could.
So
I could
she's-
run for president.
You're talking about running for mayor. There was a guy that was on our podcast that was talking about running for president. Like he announced his fucking presidency campaign for like 2028 or some shit. That dude that I showed you the other day that does the photography, Max.
Yes.
Yeah, he announced he's gonna run for president. I'm like, fuck it, why not?
Well,
I mean,
Yeah.
Donald
I
Trump
mean,
can do it. Anybody can.
Anything
fucking do it.
Right.
goes these days. You can pretend you're a man. You can pretend you're a woman. You can be fucking purple. You can fucking being a pedophile is okay now.
No.
I mean, I guess anything goes.
I still
Jesus
refuse.
Christ.
Oh no, I agree.
I refuse.
People
That
know
shit,
if you
man.
touch my child, you will be 6 feet.
Dude,
in the
have y'all seen this Cuties shit on
Fuck
Netflix?
no.
I haven't watched it.
I've heard
I'm
of
not
it.
Going to, but
It
what
said
kind of
9 million
fucking
people
shit?
in one day canceled their subscriptions.
Holy shit! I saw that their stock prices dropped quite a bit.
Yep.
Well,
it
and
was-
dude got arrested because he had child porn or some shit.
There's a
like
huge
that.
investigation into it right now as to whether or not Netflix, I almost said Facebook, as to whether or not Netflix actually broke any laws, like child pornography laws,
Yeah.
because the law actually says something along the lines of exploitation of a minor, and it's like very broad as to protect minors instead of
Yeah,
having them
and
just
that
saying
shit-
child porn, because porn is such a like a specific thing.
Yeah.
It's the laws behind it are very very broad. So hopefully
Yeah.
somebody will get fucking fired for that, because as soon as I saw
bullshit.
the memes for it, because that's how I get my news is through memes.
I love memes.
As soon as I saw the
I have
memes
so
for
many
it, I was
saved
like,
in my
what
phone.
the fuck
It's
is happening?
embarrassing.
Dude,
Yeah,
when
same.
when Critical can't sit through a movie,
Man,
Jesus.
it's a YouTuber that we watch that like plays shitty video games and watches terrible movies and reviews them and stuff. Like when he can't sit through it, it's gonna be bad.
He said he sat through 30 minutes of it and was just like,
I see the
Mind
thumbnail
blown.
and I want to throw my fucking TV.
Do
Yeah,
it.
I don't think I could watch it.
I said I see the thumbnail for it and I want to throw my fucking
I've
TV.
never even seen anything about it
Right.
on Netflix. Like, I haven't seen shit, and I don't want to.
You know what
Right.
I haven't
Piss me the
seen?
fuck off.
I haven't seen one celebrity, one Instagram account where all these followers, nobody's saying nothing about
Oh, yeah,
it. They're
they
talking
ain't
about
said
Black Lives
shit.
Matter. They're talking about Joe Biden, all supporting Joe
my
Biden.
God.
But
Yeah.
everybody's crickets about raping kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is, people are awakening to that.
Another
People are
thing-
catching on.
Another thing you notice, what's her name? Julian Maxwell, the Jeffrey
Yes.
Epstein's girlfriend.
Did you watch that documentary?
Was that her name?
No, I didn't watch it. It's Jillian Maxwell, maybe?
No,
it's something
it's like
Maxwell.
it's a weird name.
It's
It starts with a G.
Ghislaine.
Yes, yes.
Jillian. Yeah, Jillian. This,
Well,
Gillette. The best a man can get.
Ghislaine Epstein. I don't know.
Blaine with a
whatever.
G.
I can't remember. her
Oh, she's
last
gonna
name.
get what's coming to her.
Epstein's bitch, okay?
Yeah.
So ever since she got arrested, all of a sudden, the FBI and the CIA and whoever is discovering these, like, child sex slave rings. They're, like, discovering kids in trailers
They're
in Georgia
busting
and
shit.
North
Yeah.
Carolina and shit. So I'm thinking that maybe we might see a little bit. Sorry, I do Macho Man
see, that
impression
was-
every now and then. It gets on my fucking nerves. It's
That-
like Tourette's.
That was the thing with Epstein. Okay, everybody was like, "Well, good, he's dead. Fuck him." Okay, yeah, I agree. Fuck him. He deserves death.
I
but,
agree that.
but
He had a lot of
let's
things to
squeeze
say.
some fucking shit out of him before we kill him.
Exactly.
That's why he's dead.
Right.
He got off too easy. He honestly got off too easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
And
I
mean,
wholeheartedly agree.
whether
with
he
that.
was whether he was Hillary Clinton or he killed himself, he definitely did get off too easily. I agree with that 1,000%. How the fuck did we get on this subject in the
know.
first place? We were talking.
she's running for mayor.
Oh yeah, I'm
running
running
for-
for mayor.
oh.
I'm saying you could be anything
So
now.
then
I
that-
could be the president. I could be purple. I
obviously.
could be a pedophile. I could be whatever.
Yeah, so she's running for mayor, and that leads to Jeffrey Epstein is a pedophile. Okay, all right, connections, and then Joe Biden is also a pedophile. Fight me, I don't care.
Jesus.
We don't talk about politics on this podcast because everything is so divided. But for me, I'm like, fuck both of them.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think we can talk about politics
Because
on
we
here
don't
because
care about
everyone
either
will
one
hate
of
us.
them.
Yeah, like fuck me.
Hate us because you ain't us.
Both sides are.
say
Never
anus.
mind. I ain't even gonna go. A bunch of brainwashed fucking loser
I always think if people are
motherfuckers.
saying anus.
Yeah, you hate us because you anus because you are an anus. Shit. So the other day, I bought Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Okay, this is video game bullshit. You're probably not gonna give a fuck.
Okay.
So I've been playing the shit out of it, and I'm like, Tori, I want to get a skateboard, and she goes, Dylan.
Is there a weight requirement, Dylan?
See, that's the thing. When I was skateboarding, I was the skinniest I've ever been. And I'm thinking, like, dude, if I can just get back, like, I need an outlet in the first place. I've got
Yeah.
all this fucking anxiety because I've been sitting in an apartment for 9 months. Was
Yeah.
it 6 months now that I've been doing nothing,
Oh,
making
it's been
content
since February.
that nobody's watching?
There are sidewalks, Dylan.
Yeah, I know. There's only so much sidewalk you
Get
can
out
walk.
and walk.
Yeah.
It's been too fucking hot. It's like a 200 damn degrees outside and 300% humidity.
So you really know how to skateboard?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can kickflip. But I mean, it's been 10 years since I skated, so I wouldn't fucking know what to do. But I told Tori, I was like, dude, I want a skateboard. I think it would be great. I think it would be an awesome outlet. And she's
Yeah.
like, why not get a scooter? And I was like, can you see my fat ass on a scooter? She goes, no, seriously, scooter gang. And I was like, did you just say scooter? She goes, gang, gang.
I love her. Like
God.
Vespas?
No, like a Razor scooter.
Oh, a razor.
Yeah,
So
like
not
a
even
no
like.
fuck-
fucking
scooter.
Vespa.
So not
The
even.
manual way.
Have you ever been clipped in the freaking ankle with one of
Yeah.
them bitches?
They call those the
That is-
shins of death.
That is the worst. My kids have those, and I swear I'd pick them up all the time. That bitch would swing around, nail you. You'd be down.
Nope. Every time that I ever rode one, I would try to do that trick where you like jump up in the air and spin it around, and it's ankle city all day.
What about-
Every
I
single
could do
time.
that. I used to could do that. I hated fucking scooters though.
Yeah. You remember the
because
one?
shit like that was easy. Like doing like stuff like that was
Yeah.
easy. But I'd get on a skateboard and just eat shit day in, day out, no fucking end in sight.
Skateboarding's hard.
What about a skip it?
I'm gonna get some moon shoes. You guys remember moon shoes? Everybody wanted moon shoes.
I don't think I remember moon
Fucking
shoes.
A.
They were like mini trampolines for your feet. They were the shit.
I've never heard of those.
I'm gonna have to pull up an ad for it now. We'll
What were
get
them
fucking kicked off YouTube if I play it.
Yeah, look out.
Assholes.
What were those fucking shoes that had the wheels in them?
Heelys.
Yeah,
Those are
I never
still a
had
thing.
them.
Yeah,
I
I've seen 'em
wanted.
still.
I always wanted a pair of those motherfuckers, and I never had them.
Those are
I
still
thought it'd
a
be
thing.
cool as shit just to walk outside the house and roll down to Cameron's house.
If you ever want to know how to get bitches, get some Heelys.
I don't think I could ever take anyone seriously.
So you're telling me right now that if you went on a first date with a guy and you're like looking around for him and he comes wheeling in the room, you wouldn't fuck him? Look at this lie.
I'm
This is
serious. I
bullshit.
can't say it.
Or what
I
if
can't
he?
say it.
Or what if somebody like?
There's a lot
what
of
if somebody-
factors into that.
What
If
if-
I fuck him.
What if somebody got mugged, right? And they just happened to be downhill, and that motherfucker just clicked his heels, or however the fuck you make the shit
Clicked
come
his
out, and just rolled downhill and blasted his ass. I
Okay,
mean,
You
so
acting
now
like
we're
he's
doing
Dorothy.
hypotheticals.
do what?
I said now we're doing hypotheticals. Let's start. Let's do a couple. You said clicked his heels. She said Dorothy. My first thought was like the little thing where you stomp and the knife comes out of the front. I want some of those shoes. They're called Keelys because you stab motherfuckers.
Do you
with
see
them.
what these kids are wearing now? I don't even know because I don't even pay attention. My kids have like $120 shoes. They look like
God
fucking
damn.
handicap shoes. Sorry, handicap people. But these look handicapped. They're not even cute.
What type of shoes are they?
Oh gosh, Air Force Ones, and then
Christ.
every little different variation. I'm talking these look like handicap shoes. There's 3 pairs in my house right now. $120 each.
I get why people
Hell
like
no.
them, but I'm not paying $120. They look plain.
no.
Yeah.
They just look
They're
like they're just
huge.
regular white shoes. Yeah, they look like bricks.
Clown
Let's see.
feet.
Pull it up on there. I want to see.
All right, hold up. I gotta set some shit up for all
I gotta
that.
see these fucking millionaire shoes.
$1 million.
And Birkenstocks. I hate Birkenstocks.
Tori got me onto Birkenstocks. I
Oh
can't
my
say
gosh,
shit.
they look like Jesus sandals. And I love me some Jesus. I really do. I love Jesus. But I don't want to look like Jesus.
Add that list. Add that to the list of things that you like doing. What was it like? Eating,
Sleep, eat, dick. 3 favorite
sleep,
things.
eat, dick, and Jesus.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the name of this episode.
That's the thing.
Oh God.
Sleep, eat, dick, and Jesus with
That's the
Gennifer
thing.
Willis.
I really am a good person. I love me some Jesus. I pray every single day.
Those are $120 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
These ones right here are
Yes.
90.
Yeah,
Plain
my-
white shoe.
My kid has a black one with some squiggly pink things that look real
Hey, there you
ugly.
go.
I would get those. The Pornhub edition.
Those orange ones. Ugh.
Dude, I
shit.
wouldn't pay
That's
$25 for those.
They remind me of the old Fila's.
Oh my god.
That's what I used to wear, Fila's.
You're just telling your age right there when you know what fucking Fila's are. You remember K-Swiss?
Yeah.
You ever fucking
I never
K-Swiss?
had I never had K-Swiss, but I did have Fila's.
I had a pair of K-Swiss that were blue with white stripes. Get it, girl.
Jesus Christ.
With that TV on, it gets hot as fuck in here, so I turn it off.
Yeah.
I save those
let's
pictures.
Not do that.
I wrote skate or die here. That's my fucking no to talk about skating. I had since we have our first like white girl guest on the podcast.
White girl. Thanks for the racial profile.
I had well, you're gonna love this.
You're running for mayor, so.
I had my first pumpkin spice latte the other day.
Oh, fuck this. I quit. I'm out.
Delicious.
I'm done.
I'd never had one before. I gotta say, I was impressed. All the years, see, like this is
Anything pumpkin.
this is another thing. Like growing up has taught me, like I hated a lot of things when I was a kid that I've learned to love, like movies and like I just finished The Office recently.
Me.
And I've hated Steve Carell for so long,
He's
and I ended up
annoying.
watching it. Yeah, he was, and then I watched the show, and I'm like, you know what? Like I'm a fan.
He was always hit or miss for me,
But
but
I-
I just don't care to watch The Office. I just don't.
There's 9
I've
seasons.
watched episodes of it, and I'm just like, yeah, this is funny, but
Yeah.
I can't get into something like that.
There's
I love
9
it.
seasons, so it's a lot.
I love reality trash.
Oh God, you're like
Jesus
Tori.
Christ.
Tori loves that shit.
The Real Housewives.
Oh my God, she's probably
No.
watching that right now.
Bachelor, Bachelorette, Kardashians. I really don't have time to watch TV anymore, but I do love to just sit and binge watch
Watch this,
10 hours of it.
guaranteed. Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you watching right now?
Can you hear it?
No, I'm talking shit. What are you watching right now?
I'm watching Kids Behind Bars.
All right, that's all I needed. I love you.
I love you. What's Real Housewives?
What she said.
Yo, Gennifer said, I love trash reality TV. I love that shit. And I was like, God damn it, you're like Tori. And then she said Real Housewives. And I was like, I guarantee she's watching that shit right now.
I cut it off because I got angry, so then I put on Kids Behind Bars.
So she's watching Kids Behind Bars.
That sounds sketch. It sounds like kids scared straight. She's downstairs and I'm on the phone with her. This is dumb. I'll talk to you later. I love you.
Hey, I love you. Bye.
We're at like 25 minutes.
We need to get like a big ass timer because I feel like a dumbass leaning out of the
Glancing
fucking
over.
frame and then doing this shit just to see how much time's left.
I'm going
Do
to
you
do
not
a
have an
super
Apple
cut.
Watch?
Do what?
Apple Watch?
I'm no.
We're Android boys.
Hell no.
I just switched to iPhone, and I actually do
Yeah.
love it.
Well, that's all Sam swears by his iPhone, and I'm like,
I've always hated it. I honestly, though, I was against it just because I didn't want to learn anything new.
Yeah, I get that.
I hate technology. I knew the Android, but the camera, the
Tori.
selfies have gone up.
Tori said today, they gave us a new update, and she was showing me like some of the different customizable widgets, and I'm like, oh, my phone's like 3 generations old, and we've had that shit for years,
Yeah.
dog. Like,
well, see, like I like Macs, MacBooks, and
Yeah.
iMac and Mac.
I like the
desktop
music production
shit.
Yeah.
The
quality.
computers are fucking the best,
right.
but I don't need all this extra shit on my phone. I really don't. I
like-
hardly use the fucking thing anyway. I'm lucky if I catch a fucking text from you 2 days later anymore.
I don't like paying $1,000 for a phone.
Fuck no.
Even though it's something that I use and I stare at, 23 out of 24 hours a day. I'll talk shit about people who spend $1,000 on a phone, but it's my main fucking source of entertainment. I don't know. I've just always been Android. I had an iPod. Is that what it was? The MP3 player?
Yeah, I had one of those.
I had one of those in high school, and it broke on me in like no time at all. And I was like,
Yeah.
fuck this.
I had 2 of them.
Yeah.
And they both fucking broke.
Exactly.
Yep.
I mean, that was, once again, something as a kid that I hated that I probably love now. I don't know. Maybe I should check it out.
You don't need that shit, though, because now you got a fucking phone that you can get on Spotify or Apple Music
Yeah.
or pick
Well, my kids laugh
any
at
of the
me
7
because-
million other websites.
I changed to iPhone 3 months ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I say, "Hey Siri," and they say it's Siri, and I said, "Well, she recognized my voice, so every time I say it, I'm like, hey Siri,"
Yeah.
and they laugh every time. But I mean, she answers me.
Maybe she just thinks you have an accent.
I mean,
what does your dad call Victoria or whatever the fuck it's called?
So we bought my dad an Alexa for Christmas.
Alexa.
And my dad, he's not dumb. He just says dumb shit sometimes.
Yeah.
Like one time he asked me, he's like, "Hey, is our TV a flat screen TV?" And I looked at him and said, "Is the screen flat?" And he goes, "Fuck you." And I was like,
Does it have the big hump on the back or not?
but yeah, we convinced him for Christmas that it was called Fabrizia. So he stood there for 5 minutes going, "Fabrizia, what the fuck, stupid bitch, Fabrizia." Shit was funny. We're gonna take a little break and we're gonna hear a message from our sponsors. And we'll be right back. Hey everybody, thank you for watching. This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Malice Haunted Attraction. It's owned by our good friend Big Robbie Osborne.
If you don't know who he is, you can check him out on episode 39 of the podcast. We had him on just last month.
Really great dude. Malice is doing some really good things this year. They're doing everything they can to try to follow the CDC regulations. Unfortunately, because of the coronavirus, they are only going to be opening for 2 weekends in October. The weekend just before Halloween and the weekend of Halloween.
Make sure you check them out on Facebook, like them, support them. And if you go see them this year, make sure you let them know that we sent you. Thank you.
And we're back. Just a heads up to everybody, please check out Malice. These guys are awesome. And also, next week on the podcast, we're going to have a cool dude named Noah coming down from Nashville. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Also known as Grass Kingdoms, guys. Go check out his music on Spotify and YouTube and iTunes. I'm sure he's on everything. I know he's on SoundCloud. It's got some good shit. Real, feel good dancing music.
Ooh. Dancing.
So let's do this. Why don't you tell us a story about yourself that not a lot of people know that you might be embarrassed to tell? Her eyes just got so big.
Embarrassed? How embarrassed?
I don't know. Fuck, I had an example, but I forgot it.
I mean, I'm saying I've got different levels. The most embarrassing story I really don't want to share because it's pretty fucking embarrassing.
What have I gotten myself into? What did I do?
And my kids won't let me live it down, and they start telling all the friends at school about it. So
I'm intrigued. I'm interested. I want to hear it.
this is really bad, and you're going to look at me totally different.
Was it like something that happened to you, or like you did something really dumb, or what?
I took this Zija poop tea.
The fuck is that?
Okay, so it's like this cleanse. You take it before you go to bed. You know,
Why would? Oh,
it's supposed to like make you like lose weight.
it's supposed to make you shit the bed.
Oh, I have a different story about that. So,
What?
okay, like let's just back up. Okay, so I took this tea though, and the next morning I'm like flipping pancakes, making my kid breakfast. Yes, girls fart. Sorry, I don't like to fart. I don't like to poop.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, shit.
But-
I live with a woman. Trust
Yeah.
me.
I farted and like literally shit splatted on the floor. And I turned and I literally was like, what the fuck? I had no underwear and I just had shorts on, like my pajama shorts. So it couldn't hold it in. I about fucking died. Oh my kids like went and told everybody, and it was the tea. It was like, you know, not my fault. But the worst thing, honestly, a couple months ago, the girls and I were like, right before we moved, my daughter wasn't feeling good, and she woke up and she says, "Mom, I shit the bed." And I said, "What?" No, this gets worse. I said, "What? You shit the bed?" I go, "You mean my bed?" She was in my bed. She shit my bed, and she had my pajamas on, and she like diarrheaed in this bed.
Oh my god.
Me and Kennedy gave her shit literally for 2 days, and we were like, "How does one shit the bed? Like,
Fuck me.
how do you not go to the bathroom?"
Literally shit the bed.
So
I'm so glad I asked that question.
So 2 days later, 2 days later, Kennedy is in the shower. And she FaceTimes me. And I'm in the bathtub downstairs. She's in the shower
This can't
upstairs.
be good.
And she says, "Mom, I just shit in the shower." I said, "What?" And I'm laughing at her because we've been giving Ashlyn so much shit.
Yeah.
She said, "Mom, seriously, I thought I had to fart and I fucking shit everywhere." I said, "Oh my God. I shit you not." Literally. 5 minutes later, I shit in the fucking tub.
Jesus Christ. What
Like,
the fuck?
we literally had some kind of virus. We were in bed all day. We were afraid to go anywhere.
Yeah,
You were afraid
I
to
would be
fart. You
too.
were afraid to anything.
Oh my god.
I would be afraid to go into bed after you guys shit the motherfucker 32 times.
Our doctors in Cornersville, like every time we come in, they're like, "What story do you have to tell us today?" Because like they're like, "You're such a fucking shit show." The day we went in, we were in bed all day.
Literally.
We did not feel good. I had to get up, find that one, and I go, "Listen," I said, "You got to help us." She shit in the bed. She shit the shower. I fucking shit the bath. We can't leave the house. And they're just looking at us like,
Oh my god. I was just imagining a fucking being in the
still
bathtub
trying.
and just bloop bloop.
I'm still trying to imagine flipping fucking pancakes, and next thing you know, you're firing
And
off
now
a fucking
that-
turret. Like,
and now, it wasn't a turd. This was some detox tea, honey.
Like a shotgun shell.
I was they weren't even out there, and I was mortified. So, you know, I learned I can't tell my kids anything because they go to school and tell people.
Yeah.
Like, they'll tell people, "I have a nipple piercing." They're like, "Oh, yeah, Mom has a nipple piercing." You shouldn't tell people that.
Yeah.
Okay? One day I'm laying on Kennedy's bed. I'm face down, and she's like, "You have, like, a butthole hair." So, literally, I'm like, "What?" Like, at the top of my crack. Swear. Sitting there with tweezers. Went to school, told people this.
oh my god.
My mom has. How does that come up in conversation? They're just like, "Yeah, did you guys see the Titans game last night?" My mom has a butt crack hair.
Do you know what it is? Honestly, I think it's because the high school boys talk about me and follow me on Instagram and stuff, and she wanted them to not like me. So she's like, "My mom fucking shit her pants. She has a hairy asshole."
And they're all like, "Hell yeah, I'm into that." And they're like,
Down
"What the
there, probably
fuck?"
like, "Hey, well, shit, I fucked my sister, so it really don't make that too much of a difference."
It don't make no goddamn bit of damn to me.
So is that what you were kind of looking
It
at
ain't
for an
nothing but a
embarrassing
thing.
story?
That was the best. That was the best thing that's happened so far in this
Man.
podcast.
The fucking pancake shit.
You know, and
Man.
like, but our doctors like fell in love with us because the first time I ever went there, I was like, "Well, wish me luck. I'm going home and I have to get a pig in my car right now and drive him to a farm because he's a little asshole." And they said, "What?" I said, yeah, well, I got a pig to be friends with my other pig, and they don't like each other. He's wreaking havoc in the neighborhood. He would literally go out, eat all the people's dog's food, ram their garbages. No, he had a schedule. He'd go to this house. Oh, check. There was no dog food. He'd run over to this one. Go over here. Eat all their dog food. The people were getting pissed. Our neighbors fucking hated us. There was always, I had 2 pigs on the loose.
Yeah.
And ram the dumpsters. I'd have to go pick up and open the bags. I'd have to go pick up and clean up people's trash.
Jesus Christ.
Finally, I said, I've had enough. He broke 4 windows in my house. He tried to get back in. He was bamming the windows with his face. I got this little fucker.
Over a pig that's supposed to be a small pig.
Yes. I got this little fucker in the back of my Impala with a box of cereal and a bag of carrots. I have it on video. And I drove his ass in 30 minutes to Spring Hill to meet this lady. Guess what? He escapes. He's running through the street in Spring Hill. And an ambulance pulls up. 2 men have to help me try to get this pig that's screaming the whole way.
Oh my God. Jesus.
This is the best.
So, like, my doctor hears stuff.
I'm so glad.
So every time we come in now, they're like, what kind of shit show do you got today? And I'm like, well, I don't think anything's happened in 3 weeks or a month. And then I'm like, oh, and then I'll tell them. And I just think they don't know what to think of us.
I'm going to get you one of those signs that says nothing fucked up has happened in this house in this many days.
Well,
It's just going to say 0 at all times.
The stuff that's normal to us, other people don't think is normal. I will tell you, don't ever try to cremate a chicken. I've learned the lesson a hard way.
I'm sorry, what? Please.
Wait, barbecue
please.
or cremate?
Cremate.
What?
I had chickens.
What brought you to try to cremate an animal in the first place?
Well, first
instead
of all-
of just burying it.
Or eating it?
Well, let's start. They're my animals, so they're my pets that I love. Like, my kids would drive them on the scooters. They'd come inside. Like, we laid in the hammocks with them. We loved our pets.
Yeah.
This one was Sammy. We had one rooster. This was Sammy. This was his wife. He was, she was his favorite.
Yeah.
And girl had no feathers whatsoever. People would always be like, what's wrong with that chicken? I'm like, oh, well, she's his favorite.
She's got the rickets.
So the day before the eclipse, she died.
Yeah.
And honestly,
Hang on, that sounded like the most ominous shit.
yes, listen.
The day before the eclipse,
In the 100th hour, the rooster.
the chicken
No, it was
died
the hen.
of the
The
rickets.
hen.
So I had locked up the door. It was dark. I lock them up at night. Well, she had already died, and so I didn't see her. She was laying out there because they go up when it's dark. I go up the next morning before the kids go to school. She's dead, and I'm like, oh shit. So I go to try to pick her up with a shovel. Rigor mortis done set in, and this bitch
Right.
is heavy and long, and, like stretched out. So I put her in a box because I'm trying to hide her from my kids. And finally I come up and I'm like, okay, girl, I have to tell you something. Sammy died. Where is she? Where is she? Well, she's in the barn in a box. Of course they run out there.
Oh, my God.
And you know what Kennedy screams up to me? You couldn't even shut her eyes.
Oh my God.
I was trying to hide the damn chicken from my kids. I wasn't trying to close its eyes.
Yeah.
Okay? So they're at school, and I decided, okay, I can't just throw her away because I loved her.
Right.
And, I'm sorry. The ground's hard in Tennessee. It's all clay. Like, it's hard to dig a damn
Not
hole.
only is it clay, but 2 inches down there's a rock.
Yes, there was
Yeah.
rocks all over my yard, and not only that, something's going to come dig her up and eat her.
Right.
Yeah.
I got you.
So I had a little fire pit. I thought, I'm just going to, set her on fire.
Give her a
Well,
hero's farewell.
Well,
A Viking
after
funeral.
a few minutes, I was sitting there and I was like, oh my God, it smells like chicken. So I was like, okay, bigger fire, bigger fire, bigger fire. So I go and I get lighter fluid and some more box stuff. I'm putting it on there, bigger fire. And the fire goes out and she looks charred, but she looks the fucking same. Eyeballs are still there and everything. I said, oh my God. So I'm like, bigger fire, bigger fire. I'm looking out in the house, bigger fire. So my fiance at the time worked at Nissan. Finally, after the third fire, I sent him a picture and I said, hey, Sammy died. And
This is what she looks like.
I'm trying to cremate her, but it's not working. And I sent a picture. First thing he says, this is the most morbid thing I have ever seen.
Sam sent me a fucking picture.
I said, yeah, because she
A
looked.
charred ass chicken.
Yes, because she looked crispy. So I had to go to the grocery store. I kept just building this fire, y'all. Building it. And I was like, all right, I'm going to go to the grocery store. I come back, the fire's still lit. I go, look, she's fucking still looking the same. So finally, I just gave up, and I went inside, and I came out later. She was still there. The next day, something had taken her. So I done cooked her for something to take her.
You made a fucking rotisserie
Some
style
of them
chicken for a
fucking corners
coyote.
will fucking redneck boys are like, oh, hell yeah, she's cooking dinner tonight.
Dude, she fucking cooked a rotisserie chicken for a coyote.
my fucking
Wiley is eating good. Is all
I mean,
I'm
I
saying.
love my pets and my animals, so, I wanted to give her a proper...
I swear to God, if Sam ever sent me a picture of a crispy fucking chicken.
Well, I mean, I didn't know what else to do, and I wanted
want
her
some
gone before the
nuggets.
kids got home.
Right.
My fucking chest hurts.
I mean,
God.
I'm at a loss for words. That's
funny.
amazing. I have a headache now.
no, I could go
Fucking
on
A.
and on. There's,
Please do. Please tell us more. I
There's
want to hear
just-
more shit. I want to hear more stories like that.
We got about 19 more minutes. Keep it
You got
coming.
any fucking barbecued kitty cat recipes for us or anything?
no kitty cat ones. I hate cats, actually.
Really?
I'm deathly allergic.
Oh, Tori's
So they're
allergic
like
too.
the devil to me.
I gotcha.
I mean, they're cute from afar, but yeah, I don't
I like
cats.
all animals. I'm that guy. I'm like, oh, it's a salamander. I love them.
I'm trying to think, oh gosh, the time. You should look on my Facebook, the video where there was a mouse in the house.
Oh Lord.
It was pretty rough. We were screaming, and my kids have got a bag back here, and they've got cheese lined up, and I just remember I'm in a robe. I was sweating, and I was like, finally I'm swearing. I'm like, the mouse is not jumping in the fucking bag. Okay? You got to come closer. It was in this drawer. We've never had a mouse. We've never lived in the country. Pretty much, after 15 minutes of a shit show on camera and my kids swearing and everything, you see this mouse come out and run. We were just screaming. It was bad. And then finally the next day I caught it on a sticky trap, which I had never used, and really I think are inhumane because I tried to pry this little sucker off there to save him, and
Yeah.
his legs were not coming off.
Oh,
So then I had to suffocate the motherfucker. Because I didn't want him to suffer anymore.
dealer.
I thought, I can't let him sit here for 3 days, like starving to death. So
Yeah.
I put him in a bag and threw him a Ziploc bag and threw him in the dumpster.
PETA is shitting right now. PETA is gonna.
PETA.
They're gonna blow up our YouTube in 20 seconds.
Good.
Tell the story about you almost choking to death.
We'll get fucking bigger.
Oh, Lord. Okay, well, I'm an identical twin. There's two of me. And, I haven't seen her in 2 years in person. I have not gone back home for several reasons. One was I couldn't leave a cheating boyfriend alone. So, we'll get off that topic because I don't want to discuss him. But, I'd FaceTimed her and stuff, but she just visited me a few weeks ago. And in the first 30 minutes, she said, everybody's like, oh, are you excited to see your twin? Like, are you guys exactly alike? Whatever. She's like, well, I'm usually like at a 5. She's always at a 10. Like, she's a little obnoxious. And in the first 30 minutes she was there, she went into my daughter's room. I ran to the store to get something. She goes, what the fuck? There's a dead fish in your daughter's room that I just flushed down the toilet. She said it's been dead for 4 days. And I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot about him. I guess I forgot to feed him when she went to her dad's, and I killed him.
God.
And then I forgot he died, so he was still floating in there. And
Okay, so I'm changing the name of the episode. It's gonna be Gennifer Willis, the fucking death dealer.
so she took care of that for me. And within 30 minutes, we're all standing in the kitchen, and I'm eating a piece of avocado toast. I'm introducing her to avocado toast. And the little corner of the bread, like the crust that you don't even like? That bitch got lodged in my throat. And I'm talking, this was not choking like where you're like, and you can cough it up. I literally was choking, and I look over, and I remember my eyes wide. I look at my kid's laughing at me. My kid's pointing and going, and I'm like, I started freaking out. I literally couldn't breathe, and it happened so fast. My sister comes over, same size as me, hoists me up. She's got big old titties, though. I'm talking double D's. They look like circus titties. And she comes, hoists me up, and just, like that. And, well, first I think she hit my back. I don't remember that part. And I didn't even have a bruise or anything. But she hit my back. Didn't work. So she hoisted me right up because she said under my eyes were just filled with fluid.
Yeah.
Like I was dying.
Yeah.
And she says, she hoisted me up. Well, I felt it dislodge on the first Heimlich. Well, I got
First lick.
Yeah, I got like a breath,
Yeah.
and she's already on her second one, and I can't say nothing, so I'm getting another boo, boo. She does 3. And I'm like flying in the air, and I'm flying there. I'm like, oh my God, I could breathe. And she's like, and immediately she's like, oh my God, my titties are bruised. Because she done, I said, because you done come over like a beast, hoisted me up. She's never done. I said, how did you know I was like choking? She goes, I could tell like it was not normal, and it happened so fast. And I'm like, yeah, Ashley's fucking laughing at me. And I mean, I was about to die. And I've never choked like that before. I was actually scared. And she's like, I was been here 30 minutes, and I already fucking flushed a dead fucking 4-year-old, week-old fucking moldy-ass fish. And not only that, after she started flushing it, my toilet, like if you don't lift the lever back up, it keeps spinning. She thought the fish was alive because she dumped it and it kept moving around. So she said, "Holy shit, it's alive!" And I'm killing her fish. I said, "No,
She's been here within 30 minutes and witnessed life and death.
Yeah." And she goes, "And then I fucking saved your ass." I said, "How?" She's never even done the Heimlich. So later, we had been drinking a little bit, and we decided to do a Facebook video and reenacted it. And honestly, I posted it.
It was hilarious.
It got a lot of views and a lot of comments. But when I was a little more sober and I saw what I looked like on the video and the mannerisms, I said, "Am I always this fucking obnoxious?" And honestly, if you watch it without sound, it's even funnier. I said, "Jesus, I really am a shit show." So,
Dude, I went up there and I was gonna record. I went up to there to her shop. I can't even talk. I'm fucking out of breath.
Dude, I've laughed so hard. I'm hoarse as fuck.
I'm gonna have abs after this fucking conversation. I'm serious.
That'll help with that skateboarding.
Fuck yeah. I want to be Tony Hawk Part 2. Oh my god, I don't even remember what I was gonna say. I went up there and we talked for like, I don't know, how long was I there? Like an hour? Yeah, we sat there and just bullshitted. And everything that she said was just like fucking craziness after craziness. And I'm just like, dude, I am so excited for this episode of the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you came on.
Well, I hope I'm not letting you down.
No, not at all.
No.
This is probably the hardest that I've laughed.
We haven't had a good, funny episode in a while. Like,
yeah, we've kind of been doing like fucking discussions.
a little more serious, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I like. I don't.
You can have
dislike
discussions any day of the week. Come on
Right.
now.
it. Yeah.
You
Well,
got to
true.
entertain the
No.
people.
True. Very, very true. That's why I wanted to have Gennifer on.
not the fucking people I'm around. I can't have discussions.
Man. Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm ready for more. Tell me some more.
Hey, if you ever need another guest, you put my 2 kids on here.
Really?
It would be rough.
You think they'd be interested in it?
Yeah, once you open them up, what they'll do is they'll annihilate me the whole time. They will roast my ass.
Okay, so when she told that story, she left this part out.
Yeah, no, they'll roast my ass the whole time. But no, they are really cool and they're actually really funny. But and honestly, they are savage as fuck.
That's awesome.
So
That's the way you should be.
I'm not worried about them. Like a couple weeks ago, we just moved into a new house and my daughter usually sleeps. My youngest sleeps with me because she's like always up my asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, you turn around in the store, she's stepping on my shoes. She's up my asshole. I always, like I've said, when she was little, like more PG. If I could be a kangaroo, you just be in my pouch all day.
Right.
So she usually sleeps with me. For some reason, she didn't that night. She comes in crying, wakes me up, and she said, "Mom, somebody's trying to break in the house. Somebody's trying to break in the house." I said, I'm about half naked, and I'm like, "All right, here we go." I wake up. Go right behind my door. I got a metal baseball bat. I gassed myself up. I was like, "All right, here we go." I swung it around once like this, and I fucking opened the door and it was the fucking pig. She had never, since we moved there, slept on the front porch. It was the first cool night. She decided, hey, I'm not going to my house. I'm going to stay up here. Well, every time she adjusted, it kept sounding like she was wiggling thing. I turned and looked at her like, you almost had me to beat this hog half to damn
Look,
fat.
man, I'm just saying, after hearing about the fish and the chicken and whatever else the hell you killed, the eagle that you swatted out of the sky, fucking Hawkeye with your paper clips and rubber bands, I'm just saying, if anybody ever decides to break into your house, it's fucking done.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
Oh, my kids
They're
say that
fucked.
too. Like my oldest, who doesn't really compliment me at all. My youngest is like, "You're so amazing. You're gorgeous. You can have anybody you want. Like you're like a fucking boss ass bitch." My oldest is like, "You're so fucking lame. I don't even know why that young guy would even want to fuck you."
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What
yeah.
a savage.
So if she gives me a compliment like, "Wow, you're really strong," because I hoisted when we moved like this freaking washer and dryer like nothing. She's like, "You're really strong," because I am.
God.
I'm a stout little motherfucker. But if she gives me a compliment like or says something, it really means something. And she said, "I honestly would be scared for the person that ever tried to kidnap," because I was talking to them about how walking to the bus stop and, even somebody could kidnap me or do something at my age. And she goes, "I would
Yeah.
feel sorry for anyone that ever tried to fucking kidnap you."
Right. Because they're gonna die.
Yeah, she knows.
Yeah.
Because you know when my daughter was 4, you know what I told her? Somebody ever tries to kidnap you, you start screaming, you yell for help. I said, if that doesn't work, you fucking punch, hit, whatever. I go, but then if that don't work, you drop to your knees. You grab them fucking balls and you squeeze them till they pop. I said, you bring that man to his knees.
Till they pop.
Yeah, that's what I said. I go, you don't let go. You squeeze.
Squash them like grapes.
I've taught them since they were like young.
That's good.
That's how you do it.
Dude, the way things are fucked up nowadays, like we were talking about earlier,
Yeah,
with
it's got even
pedophiles
worse.
and shit, you have to be on your fucking game with your children.
I used to
honestly.
be the helicopter
Abso-fucking-lutely.
mom. Like I said, I was the PTO mom.
Yeah.
I was the mom at home. And like Ashlyn even the other day said, can't you be a helicopter mom again? No, bitch. I'm trying to build an empire.
Right? I'm trying to make it to where I ain't got to fucking work no more, god damn it.
Yeah. I mean, I really don't mind working as long as it's something I'm passionate about.
Oh, yeah.
But you need multiple streams of income. I need it coming in from all angles, honey.
Most damn definitely. So do I. I'm tired of sitting in a fucking apartment. I want to be on a fucking jet to Peru next week to interview fucking Bobby Labonte or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a business proposition for you. You want to be on a private jet? Start a foot fetish page.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so Tori
You know
was
how
telling
many
me
creepies are out there when I posted just a selfie of, hey, pedicure day?
a lot.
And you know that several pages have asked to use my foot? And I'm like, sure, why not? Guys can sit and jack off to my feet. They're cute.
Okay, so I'm not king shaming here, but I don't understand the feet thing.
I don't either.
I've never gotten it. I don't get
If
it.
you stare at feet or fingers, they're really fucking ugly and
Yeah.
creepy.
Yeah.
Like the toes like curl over and they're like
Dude, my stepmom has an ET toe. It sprouts
What?
2 fucking
What?
heads.
what the
We
fuck?
call it the ET toe.
I thought it shined or some shit. Like,
She literally has a toe. The base of it is one, and it has 2 freaking heads on it.
Elliot.
She loves it.
I'm
She,
so proud of my 2 toes.
she makes jokes like when she goes to the pedicure place to the Chinese women, you know, that sit and talk shit like, don't, right after. You know, she says, oh, do I have to pay extra to polish that toe? You know when they're talking shit about you when they're like, bling, 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 talking quiet like that.
Damn it. Tori said that there's an app on her phone that it's like it translates people that are talking to you, so you can just like hold it up and it'll translate.
dude.
She's like, let me go get my fucking toes done again, and then hear them little
Yes.
Vietnamese
can we
bitches talking
please
shit.
and record it? Oh.
You know, the last
Holy
time,
shit.
a couple weeks ago, I went to get my nails done at a local place here, which they're not as good as Spring Hill or anywhere else. This motherfucker has done my nails probably 10 times. He literally comes to do my nails, and he's on his phone, and he's like playing a game, and it's all like in Chinese. It's almost like chess, where it looks like it's going to last a long damn time, and it's like one move, and then the other person he's playing with moves. I'm sitting there, I'm being patient. I hate getting my nails done. I love having them done.
Right.
I don't like getting them done.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there. He's literally holding my hand when he should already be done. He's a drill on my hand. And he's looking over at his phone like this and watching and stopping, doing his move, playing his game. After about 10 minutes, I'm sitting here, I'm huffing and puffing with this damn mask on. And I'm like, finally I said,
Can we get
would
this
you
fucking
like
done?
me to leave so you can play your game? He looked at me. He smiled, kind of this little smirk, and he flipped his phone over and pushed it away. I'm thinking, that's what I fucking thought. And guess what? And I was waiting. It's crickets. He didn't say nothing because I was waiting for him to talk shit about me.
Yeah.
To the other one, nothing.
Holy shit. He knew. I mean, he knew he fucked up. So.
But I was just
Yeah.
like, come on now.
Yeah. Really, dog? What the fuck? I'm trying to do something here. I'm
Like,
trying
he
to
had
get
a
the fuck
drill
out
on
of
my
here.
hand going over in the same spot. I'm thinking, you slip, motherfucker, and cut my damn hand open.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut your lip open.
It's gonna be a lot more than fucking nails done in here.
Right.
It's gonna be some asses.
I'm going to own this motherfucker.
I've laughed so hard that when I laugh, nothing comes out. I look
My
like
head
a
hurts.
fucking silent film. It's bullshit.
My head hurts. My neck hurts. My body's hurting.
See?
This has been a good ass episode.
Sleep, eat, dick, and Jesus.
Sleepy Dick and Jesus with Gennifer Willis.
And how not to cremate a chicken.
How definitely not to fucking deal with animals.
And don't
That's-
drink no fucking tea at bedtime. Fuck that.
Oh, man. Yeah, unless, yeah.
Unless
You can't
want
go
some
nowhere the
shitty
next
pancakes.
day.
Oh my god.
My eyeball is like about to pop out of my fucking skull.
Bro, I'm gonna sleep good tonight for the first time in a long time.
Fuck. There's so much pressure in my head right now. Stupid.
That's how I felt all fucking. Remember last night I was bitching about my head hurt?
Yeah.
That's how I felt all fucking day yesterday.
Nope. I just fucking shot myself.
When we were in Michigan and I had that headache,
Yeah.
that's exactly how I fucking felt.
Try having a
I'm
child come out of
so
your
sick of
vagina.
it.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I don't have a vagina.
Try having
Saying, I don't want to hear about your headache.
try having your balls squeezed until they pop.
Hey, it'll bring them to their knees.
No, it's gonna bring them to more than their fucking knees.
Yeah.
It's gonna bring them to the fucking cemetery.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, can you imagine?
Yeah.
I'm like hurting thinking about that. Like it's still in my like in my thoughts. Like Jesus, like what if you're like messing with a girl and she decides to like grab them and you're like,
I'd kill her.
Well,
wait.
heck, you've been. I'm sure you've messed with a girl sometime, and she just moves it wrong. It hurts.
Yeah.
Like I bet a guy been like, oh,
Stop.
yeah.
Don't do it. You must die. What does it say on there? 26 minutes. Okay, we got enough time. Do you have anything? Son of a bitch, we should have done this at the start. I don't know why I did. Do you have anything that you want to promote? Anything that you're like?
After this conversation, nothing I want to promote or have anything tied to me. I definitely did not announce that I will be running for mayor and that I love dick.
And Jesus. And Jesus.
I do love Jesus.
And Jesus.
Jesus is my homeboy.
Jesus is the homie.
Oh my God.
Jesus. What?
Just that fucking stupid ass song popped in my head when she said that about Jesus is my homeboy.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Yeah.
We'll play
I
that
may
one
sound
for you
naughty,
after.
but I'm actually really innocent. I'm like the most ride or die loyal chick you will ever meet.
I believe it.
And I'm a relationship person.
I believe it.
So I can be wild, but I want to be wild with my man.
Right. That's the way it should be.
So let's not all get the wrong idea, viewers.
I believe in.
Ain't a hoe up in here.
I believe in equality. I mean, men can be hoes. Why can't women? Fuck it. Slut shaming is a thing, and it's not cool.
Yeah.
However, Cardi B is not empowering. Let's say that. Anyway, so
Her warm
you on
apple
that
pie.
one.
Jesus Christ, dude. Anyway,
My kids
so
just
this
told
is
me what that meant like 2 weeks ago.
I
Waffles
still
and
don't
pancakes?
know what the fuck.
Did you see the meme with the warm apple pie though, where it said it had that dog with the weird fucking wig on, and it said, "Mom said that she made WAP for dessert, warm apple pie."
wings and pizza.
I like the waffles and pancakes.
Wet ass pussy.
Is that what it stands
It's
for?
wet ass.
Yeah,
pussy.
wet
Well,
ass
that's
pussy.
what I've been saying just because I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
But I didn't
Who
know
don't
that's
love a
actually
wet
what it
ass
stood
pussy?
for.
You don't want no dry ass pussy.
I mean,
But the kids don't need to hear it.
Gay
Right?
dude.
Yeah. No shit. No shit. Yeah. I
Gay
mean,
dudes probably don't.
I mean, yeah. No, probably.
Probably
not.
want some long ass penis.
Only long ass penis. Long fat ass
What we
penis.
said that. 28 minutes. All right, we're gonna cut
28
this
and a
bitch.
half.
Jennifer, thanks for being on. Thanks for
Thanks
coming.
for having
This has been
me.
awesome. This is
Thank
the
you
hardest
for
that I've lasted.
taking my fucking voice away.
Now that I embarrassed
Appreciate it.
myself and
No such thing.
ruined my reputation.
It's okay. Nobody watches this. You're all right.
We got like 40 people that watch this shit, so we'll be all right.
Hey, 40 people.
Pour 40 out for the homies. Like I said, next week we're gonna have Noah on here, also known as Grass Kingdoms. His song was featured on Tom Segura's podcast, Your Mom's House.
Hell yeah.
Jennifer's in the house, and this has been awesome. I'm glad you came on. Thanks for coming.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
being a part of this
Thank
stupid
you.
shit that we do here in the studio. And we hope you enjoyed your time. I've definitely enjoyed it more than
Definitely.
in the
Next
past
time I'll bring my kids back with
fucking
me.
6 months. That would be awesome. Anyway, it's been another episode of At Least You Know Comedy Show. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe and join our Facebook group.
Peace.